Hi guys, welcome back and hello if you are new. So the first album I'm going to be reviewing is Fractal Generator and their brand new album Macrocosmos, which is out via Everlasting Spew Records. So the band are from Canada and this is their second full length and it's sci-fi inspired death metal. In terms of sound, you could say that Fractal Generator kind of have a sound that is a combination of Nihility era Decapitated, a bit of Eon and a little dash of Wormed as well. And for me, the kind of jewel in the crown of this album is that it shares characteristics of technical death metal, but there's also the classic songwriting of old school death metal, especially on the track Serpentine, which kind of moves from this technical riff maelstrom into something which is a bit more groove oriented and also uses space a little bit more. This for me allows it to be a little bit more accessible and less forgettable overall. There's also a real emphasis on this sci-fi aesthetic. For example, there's like these sort of sound clips on Contagion. There's an EMP style blast on Shadow of Infinity. And there's even these sort of like alien vocoded pieces on Primordial. Some of the pauses of the songs were a little bit disarming at times and kind of broke up the momentum of the track, which is kind of a negative I would highlight, to be fair. Aeon and Chaosphere, for example, do kind of judder a little bit. But for me, I think it really kind of gets going on the second half of the album. Over the years, I've discovered that slowing material down is potentially even more important than being able to play it as fast as possible. Shadows of Infinity, for example, is a great idea of this kind of having something very slow, but then building it up over time to really reach a kind of climactic end. It actually makes it one of the strongest tracks on the album for me. And Pendulum also does a similar thing where I was talking about space and kind of uses that to its advantage. Ending with Ethereal, the record finishes on a strong note and has a really nice dissonant guitar solo as well, but it also creates a sense of the real ominous, particularly with the sort of tapping final section, which I really enjoyed. And guitar-wise, there's a lot of diminished, atonal and augmented stuff going on here, which is always a huge plus for me. Fractal Generator allow for technicality to be present, but never dominant. When needed, they switch it up to a more atmospheric and groove-oriented style that really does ooze this cinematic quality. Put it this way, Ripley would have had this album on when she was going down in that lift to get nude.
Get away from her, you bitch!
So I hope you guys enjoyed this album review. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section. Thank you for tuning in and I will see you next week.